With the way that you've put a Mexican twist on Texas barbecue, this is genius. So amazingly good. Oh, wow. I would never have thought of doing it that way. Everything's unique. This is a must stop.
Cheers to that.
I'm here with the amazing Trey Sanchez at Vaqueros Texas BBQ here in Allen, Texas. And you've got a lot more than normal barbecue going on, right?
Yeah, there's nothing normal about it.
So this is Tex-Mex, Mexican, and Texas barbecue all kind of in one place. So the food's gonna be super unique. And by the way, we get to drink while we're tasting today.
Nice.
And this Igulu machine is crazy. It's a completely self-contained unit that does everything for home brewing. So it brews, it ferments, it chills, and it actually is a beer dispenser. So this goes in your home bar, on the kitchen counter, entertaining at parties, and you don't even have to know what you're doing. Like, this is a pale ale kit. This is what we've got going in here that we brewed earlier, and you follow the directions, you put the ingredients in. Or if you know what you're doing and you want to have a little bit of control over taste and whatever, there's a master mode. You can do non-alcoholic, kombucha, sparkling waters, all kinds of stuff in here, and it's actually pretty affordable.
Yeah?
You want to taste some of the pale ale that we made?
Yeah.
So the temperature is variable, and we've got this one set at 2 degrees Celsius. All right, I'll give you one here, and I'll pour myself one. There we go. To great barbecue, great friends.
Salud.
Salud. It's good, right?
It is good.
Yeah.
I need to get me one of those.
Yeah, right? If you guys want one, by the way, use the link that's on the bottom of the screen. There's a QR code you can scan. This is good beer, and it's a fun process, and all your friends will be jealous. So what are we tasting today?
We're tasting a lot. So we've got our barbecue birria here that took off, and that's what put our tacos on the map. Smoked carnitas. We have our smoked suadero, and then our cochinita pibil. All right, so we've got some extra tortillas here. Got a few different salsas. We do a salsa quemada, a salsa blanca, which is a crema base with a habanero ash.
Okay.
And then a classic salsa taquera, the green one.
Right.
Now, obviously, we got our brisket over there. We got our elote and our pork belly burnt ends. That's a pretty unique one there.
Cool. And I see some sausage in here hiding behind these beans.
Hiding over there. That's our chipotle cheddar sausage there.
And these beans are special, right?
Beans are special. That's the one thing that I've not changed one bit from what my dad's always done.
That's awesome. And so, by the way, I'm gonna start tomorrow. Trey's gonna teach me all this stuff, but his dad is coming and he's gonna teach us how to make these beans. And that's gonna be pretty awesome. The dads are always the stars of the show. I mean, don't be surprised your dad's gonna upstage you.
He's a character, right?
All right, talk to me about barbecue birria.
It's not a traditional birria by any means. This is a quesabirria style taco, but ours is filled with the same brisket that you're gonna get on the block.
Okay.
So we're not pulling out the meat from the consommé and using that stewed meat. This is brisket.
And then this is the consommé.
Yep. That is a traditional consommé, while the taco is a little bit of a hybrid. So you can dip or not dip.
I dip. There you go.
I hadn't had one of these in a while.
Wow. There's a lot of cheese in that.
If it's quesabirria, it's got to have the queso in there, so.
So amazingly good.
Yeah, that's the most popular taco we do. The biggest seller for sure. The other ones is ones they don't know as much about.
So should we do those?
So we're staying with beef. We can start with this one here.
Okay. Suadero.
Suadero, yeah, this is kind of a Mexico City style taco. Everything's gonna start off with a touch of smoke, where you're gonna get that real deep, beefy flavors. It's finished in its own fat and juices. So we're gonna season the tallow. Once the brisket chunks have got enough smoke, we're gonna add it to that tallow, and it slow simmers until it's super tender.
Interesting. So it's kind of like a confit.
Exactly, and it's just real simple. Onions, cilantro, salsa.
Amazing. All right, here we go.
The real beefy flavor.
I can see why we need the onions and cilantro. That beef is so strong, rich, and the onions and the cilantro really cut through it.
And that's what all of these are about.
Yeah.
a balance, whether it's pickled elements for the acidity or the texture, even as much as the color.
Congratulations.
It's all about the
on that.
balance.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
All right.
So
Another taco?
Yeah, we'll go over here to the carnitas. So to me, pulled pork has always been pretty boring. So we do ours a little bit different. But the carnitas starts off smoked and then it's finished similar to the suadero.
All right, here we go. Cheers. Not boring.
No.
There's a lot of flavor in here.
Mm-hmm. And that one, actually, we're not using manteca like a traditional carnitas because we don't produce a lot of pork. So that was a little bit of a concern of mine. It's some of those subtle spices and flavors that's traditionally associated with a carnitas would be overpowered because we're using tallow.
Using beef tallow,
Beef tallow.
in a pork carnitas.
But it gives it a little deeper, richer flavor, I think, yet those subtleties kind of come through.
Right. It doesn't taste like beef, but it does have a real depth of flavor. Way to make pulled pork interesting.
Cheers to that. Staying on the pork, we'll go over here to the cochinita pibil. And this is marinated in a very citrus-forward marinade.
Okay.
This dish is from the Yucatan, so it's a pork-based deal. So normally this is done underground. You know, if the Mayans would have had these fancy pits over here, they probably would be doing it in the pits, right? And this is like everything's gonna start off with a touch of smoke. And then once we get that smoke that we want, we're gonna wrap in banana leaf, add our marinade, wrap that in foil, finish it off till it's tender, open it up, and then we got our cochinita.
Wow.
I like to add a little bit of this taco salon.
Okay.
Could add a little bit of jalapeno to it.
Okay.
And
A
I'll add a red and a green,
little bit of lime juice.
a little bit of lime.
So is that how you sell it together with the tortillas?
We can do it either way. Like if you buy it by the pound, we're gonna serve it with all of this stuff. So that's the cochinita.
All right. Cheers. Cheers. Mmm.
A very different flavor profile, right? Very bright, citrus forward.
Citrusy is the flavor profile, but the mouthfeel, it's deceiving. It's not what it looks like. This is really fresh. I'm gonna do another bite.
Got a lot of texture in there too.
I have the best job in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about these pork belly.
So this is al pastor pork belly.
Al pastor.
Yep. We will start off smoked and then we will pull and finish it to get this crispy skin here.
Oh, wow.
They're inspired by Filipino style lechon, and then they're finished like an al pastor taco. So it's got the al pastor marinade, onion, cilantro, pineapple, serve with a little bit of lime. The skin is really my favorite part.
All right.
Very crunchy.
Wow.
Dip it a little bit in that marinade with some of the pineapple, a little bit of the al pastor.
Mmm.
This is the only fat-free, cholesterol-free pork belly in Texas. You can have as
Awesome.
much as you want, guilt-free, man.
Guilt-free, no calories.
Exactly. Yeah, I got a couple calories, but no fat or cholesterol.
All right, perfect. Health food. It's a health food. All right, where are we going next?
Well, you wanna try the brisket?
Let's do it. I see the lean is on the bottom, so let's pull the lean out. Lean is not usually my thing, I'll be honest with
Yeah?
you. I'm a fatty brisket guy, but
To be honest, I actually prefer the lean. And that's what I'll tell everybody. They'll come up and order, can I get a pound of moist? It's like, all right, you want lean or you want fatty? Because it's all moist.
I mean, you can look at it and see that. All right, here we go. Cheers, guys. You're right.
Hmm?
It is more moist than lean brisket usually is.
Yeah, we use a high quality prime. Yeah, it's just the way we do it.
All right, so this is how we eat the fatty, is with a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of onion, and then what salsa did we put on?
Salsa quemada, kind of a deep red.
I have never eaten fatty brisket this way before, but I'm excited.
You may never go back.
All right, that's really cool. I would never have thought of doing it that way. I do want to taste the fatty without the taco just to compare it to others. Take a piece. There you go. Cheers, guys. Really flavorful.
That hickory smoke.
Oh, you're smoking with hickory.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of unheard of down here, right?
More of an East Texas thing, for sure. It's what I grew up cooking with and grew up eating. Even back when my dad was a little kid, you know, he was probably 5 years old and delivering hickory wood with his grandfather to all the little barbecue joints in Dallas. This is all we've ever used.
Awesome.
And it's a good smoke. You know, it's a little bit stronger smoke than a post oak.
It's got a lot of flavor. I like it.
Good.
So I see barbecue sauce on the platter.
sauce,
And
yeah.
I think you know it's a religion for me. Barbecue should stand on its own.
It absolutely should stand on its own, and it shouldn't need the sauce. Now, on the same breath, though, a good sauce is a good sauce and can make anything even better. It's very balanced. We only do one. It's got a little bit of sweetness and it's got a little bit of heat. A lot of people like that sauce.
All right. Forgive me, but I'm going to dip brisket in sauce.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, if you would have put that sauce on your taco, I might have had a problem with that.
I still like brisket better without the sauce, but that is a good sauce. Yep. I would put that on ribs, probably,
Yeah,
or something like
great
that.
on ribs.
Yeah, it's got a nice tang to it. Coming into the home stretch, what should we do next?
You know, grab that corn. That sauce is already kind of starting to run off and everything else, so it's good. We smoke it in the husk. That really brings out the sweetness.
And it does get the smoke flavor even in the husk.
Oh yeah. And then this is the way we dress it, just adds a little more to it. So it's just kind of a classic elote right there.
You're right, I can taste the smoke.
Yeah.
And I like the smoke flavor on it. So is that sweet corn? Or is
That
it
is regular corn.
It's just regular corn, and that sweetness is brought out by the process.
Yep.
So I see cucumber, I see red onion, I see cilantro. This is a red pepper?
That's tomato. There's serrano.
Tomato.
There's serrano in there. If you get one, you're gonna know it. Just the right amount of heat. If you want that extra, you bite into one of those.
All right, I need a piece of cucumber, piece of onion, tomato.
Yeah, and you get that juice down here at the bottom. Yeah.
All right, cheers. Very fresh. I did not get a serrano,
So yeah.
so you don't need to find one for me. It's okay.
Nice, sure you'll
Yeah, it's all right. Thank you. You see what it does to me?
Looking out for him, that's all. You just said it didn't get one. I'm gonna give you what you asked for.
You're a consummate host. All right, I want to try your dad's beans.
The Texas Trail beans, classic pinto. Not a sweet baked bean, more of a savory pinto style bean. We got a lot of my staple spices in there.
And this is the exact recipe your father's going to teach me tomorrow, right?
Yep.
I've never had a bean like that before.
No?
That's not just...
We don't do anything plain, that's for sure.
Is it brisket in there?
No, there's none of our sides have any meat whatsoever in them.
Interesting.
You don't need to add meat to your sides for your sides to have flavor.
That's great. I mean, I've never had beans in a barbecue place that didn't have either beef in Texas or pork in North Carolina.
Right, you didn't need it.
And
I mean, they're
you're
good.
right, it doesn't need it. It's got all the flavor. So tell me about the sausage.
So that's the chipotle cheddar.
Chipotle cheddar.
Been doing that one for a little while. We've done that one and then a Texas hot link.
Okay.
And then we rotate a third one in as we introduce the sausage of the month.
Awesome. I like the chipotle with the cheddar. It's different than jalapeno cheddar,
Yep, this is a little bit deeper.
but you've got more smoke in a sausage, I think, because you're using the smoked pepper.
Yep.
I think I prefer this to jalapeno cheddar, which is what everybody's doing.
Right.
All right, so we've tasted everything.
Not quite. We got to finish it with something sweet.
Okay, I see something here with a giant cookie.
Yeah, so that's our banana pudding, which is a little different.
That's a huge Nilla wafer.
It's a masa wafer, actually.
Masa wafer.
Yep. And this is one, when Daniel Vaughn came out, when he tasted this pudding, I saw his eyes kind of open the same way they did when he tried our pastrami taco a few years back.
Pastrami taco.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he really liked this one. There's a lot going on. There's a cajeta.
Is that like dolce?
Yeah. This spice on here, that's actually burnt tortilla.
Burnt tortilla.
Yep.
It looks like nutmeg.
You would never know what it was, but it adds a lot to it.
Cheers to you guys. Wow. Everything's unique. I mean, the brisket's Texas brisket, but I like the hickory smoke. But the way that you've put a Mexican twist or a Texas barbecue twist on the stuff that's Mexican food, this is genius. I mean, this is a must stop if you're in the Dallas area. I think you gotta come here and you gotta try this stuff. So thank you for doing that. Also, thanks to Igulu for sponsoring this video and for the beer that I'm sure will even pair well after the banana pudding. But next week, tune in because Trey's gonna teach me all this stuff and we're gonna hear Trey's story, his father's story. It's gonna be an epic video next week, so tune in for that. We'll see you then.